Hey everyone, my name is Rachel and welcome to my YouTube channel. And as you can see by the title, I have very exciting news. We're pregnant! I'll show our first little sonogram, ultrasound with Baby Tibbs number 2. So Baby Tibbs number 2 is coming April 2023 and we are so excited and so thankful. And I just wanted to share with y'all the big news, and also just how the first trimester went for me and how it compared to last time being pregnant with Rayleigh. So let's get to it. So this time, just like last, I was nauseous for pretty much the whole trimester. I think last time I was only nauseous for about 12 weeks or so, but this time it was a little bit longer, about 15 weeks. Where it was just kind of up and down. Some days towards the end I wasn't, some days I was. I still have some days or some times, like when I first get up in the morning, where I feel nauseous, but it was different because it was always the strongest at night, which was weird. So when I cooked dinner and we ate, I had to like chew gum afterwards so that I wouldn't feel nauseous. So for some reason gum really helped me, the cinnamon kind only. So I had a pack with me everywhere I went and I was chewing that all the time. So that was something that was similar from last time, but just lasted longer. And I didn't really have food aversions as much. Last time I could not stand the smell of coffee, could not drink coffee for at least the first 12 weeks, but this time I still didn't like the smell, especially in the morning, but I could drink it. I still had like a few decaf iced coffees that were later in the day, but I was thankful for that because I do like coffee. I don't drink it as much as I used to at all, but I'm just glad that I wasn't like totally avoiding it. And also, I did not want Mexican food for a very long time, which is rare for me because I could usually just eat that every week, but I wanted Chinese food more than anything, and I'm not big into that. So that was different. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, so you know, just eating fruits helped me out when I felt nauseous, just to get something in me. And I don't even think I ate a lot of crackers, because I remember last time I ate a lot of crackers like in the morning just to get going. But yeah, the other difference is this time around, you know, I have Rayleigh, I have a toddler, I'm running around chasing her and taking care of her, so there's not much time to like lay around and feel nauseous or lay around and sleep. But I think that helped me too, not to be dramatic, which, you know, sometimes I could be, but because whenever I was pregnant with Rayleigh, literally we found out we were pregnant right when COVID hit and COVID shut down everything. I was working at Nordstrom and I didn't have that for a while until we reopened slowly. So the first trimester and all the nauseousness and all of that, I was at home, which was kind of a blessing because I got to rest and not be around people and just kind of like take care of myself, I guess. But I did sleep longer. I slept in back then and I took naps and everything like that. And now, you know, I didn't really do that as much, so because Rayleigh gets up pretty early. So that was a big difference to me, but I am thankful that I was able to still take care of Rayleigh and wasn't useless and just sitting on the couch, you know. But Jay was a big help though when it come to dinners, because there was like 2 or 3 weeks where, like I was saying, I was nauseous more at night, and so he would help me out with that and do some, you know, dishes and chores and help me out, and I'm really thankful for that. I think the biggest difference this time around is I feel like I got bigger and showed, like I have a little belly faster than last time because I've already had a baby. So I just I don't think it's the case for everybody, but I've heard it's the case for most people, and that definitely happened for me. So I don't know how well I hid it, and you know, before, because right before we got pregnant again, I had just lost about 8 to 10 pounds. So now it's back, but I just lost all that weight. And so then, you know, then I was showing and I was like, I wonder what people think, which I know I shouldn't care, but I just was like, I feel like I can't hide this as well. But that was difficult, as trying to hide it, because we waited to tell most people until we could tell Jay's family when they came up, because last time we told everybody through FaceTime because we lived in Cincinnati, so I wanted to tell people in person. And so whenever Jay's family came and visited us, we got to tell them, and that was kind of like, okay, now I can post about it and tell everyone. And it just was a huge weight, because I was at church and I was still serving and singing and just kind of like still dealing with nauseousness and all that stuff. And I really tried to hide it, but there were times where I was like gagging and nobody knew. I remember being in the kids when I served, and I was up in the sound booth like trying not to show anybody that I was gagging, and I was like trying to drink and eat something to get through. And then before, like, I would sing, I would put like essential oils on, like the peppermint really helps me, or smell it before I would go on, and that would help me. But there were a couple times on stage where like a wave of nauseousness hit me, and I was like, Jesus, please help me. And I made it. I was fine, but that was very interesting. But after I got to tell everybody, you know, I was like telling people stories, and I felt like so much better, because I was actually around people all the time. Unlike last time when we were kind of quarantined, you know, it was very, very much easier to hide it. So this time around, you know, I tried to hide it, but I think some people probably guessed that. Another thing, because I feel like I've gotten bigger faster, is I already got maternity pants. So I have a pair from last time, but we actually found two good pair at the consignment store that were like, look, brand new, and I got those. And then I got a pair that I'm wearing now that's like American Eagle, and it's like up a size, so I've been able to wear those still. So I've been trying to like squeeze into those. But also I have a few where I did the whole like hair bow trick, where you tie it through your belt and it just gives you a little bit more wiggle room, as long as it's covered up, you know, nobody can tell. But I did buy a nice pair of maternity pants. They're black and they look like black slacks. They're really super nice for church, and they're so comfortable. I bought those to sing in, and you couldn't even tell. They look like nice dress pants, but they're maternity and they're so soft and comfortable. I love them, and I'll probably be wearing those a lot, especially after like I can't wear these jeans anymore that are sized up or things like that. So that has been different, because also we're in the winter, fall winter, and last time I was pregnant with Rayleigh, I was the biggest during the heat during the summer. Even when I had her in November, it was still hot. So I was wearing dresses and just like, you know, shorts and lounge clothes a lot more. But now, you know, being at church all the time and stuff like that, I'm trying to get clothes that I can actually wear. And the good thing is, like, sweaters won't be a problem. You know, I can just throw a sweater on. But it's the pants. The pants has been the biggest challenge. But I think I've got a good couple of pair now, so I should be fine. One of the other differences, it's kind of like TMI, but I've had like some stomach issues, like almost like constipation, which is so weird because I didn't have that with Rayleigh. But it's, you know, it's normal to have that, because you know, your body's just different. And the other thing is we have a toddler now. Back when, you know, we were pregnant with Rayleigh and we were more quarantined and all that stuff. I think I had a cold one time that whole entire pregnancy. But now that I have a toddler, and she just sometimes had picked up things like, you know, randomly. I've had 3 colds in like the last 3 months, which have not been fun, and they almost take longer to get out of your system because you're pregnant and your whole body is focused on protecting the baby, which thank God, but so just makes it longer process for me to get rid of it when usually it's gone real quick. So I've had to really just take my vitamins and pray. And then this time around, when it got like kind of in my chest, I was like, I'm gonna call the doctor and just ask what can I take to just get rid of all this, to knock it out. And so I got medical advice on that, what to take to help me to get rid of that cold. But that's been interesting to like have a cold for a long time when usually, you know, it's out of my system quickly, and especially have a couple of colds because you have a toddler. So that's been something that's been different for sure. Also, I was going to share, because I did not video like reactions. I wish I would have. I didn't video Jay's reaction or video like our family's reaction or did anything big like that. But I did kind of take a video, which I'll insert here, of me finding out and then me telling Rayleigh, because she was, you know, with me here at home. I'm not like crying or just like crazy emotional or anything, because I pretty much knew it. I just knew just how I felt similar, or I felt nauseous, or I just knew it deep down that I was pregnant. So when I took the test and found out, I was just like, I knew it, you know. But I told Rayleigh, and I was like, hey, you know, mommy's gonna have a baby. And she was like, and then she just went on with her her day. Alright, I'm taking this video for documentation, but I am going to take a pregnancy test. Alright, so literally almost immediately hit 2 lines. And so I'm pregnant. I'm not surprised, because this is my 2nd pregnancy, and I feel like I knew the past few weeks, just like from different things. Not that I feel all these symptoms, but just like feelings. I don't know. So, Rayleigh, mommy's gonna have another baby. Well, I didn't even tell Jay that day, and I don't know why, but I waited till the next day, and like we put Rayleigh down and everything, and I was just sitting with him on the couch, and I was like, hey, you can probably hear Rayleigh say my name. She's with Jay. I was just like, hey, guess what? And I'm so awkward. I'm so awkward when I tell people stuff. And I was like, we're pregnant. I'm pregnant. We're gonna have a baby. And his eyes just lit up, and he's like, you know. So it wasn't like this huge shock, because we were ready after he came back from Fort Benning. We knew that we wanted to go ahead and, you know, just grow our family and have another baby. So we were just very thankful and just excited for what's to come. So yeah, so Rayleigh and Jay, they found out. That was all the way back in August. So I found out August 17th. I remember that, because we found out with Rayleigh March 17th of 2020. And this time we found out August 17th, 2022. So I'll never forget that day for sure. All right, so that is pretty much it for this first trimester. I'm thankful though that it's been fairly easy. You know, even though I've been nauseous here and there, I'm just so thankful that I haven't been throwing up and just like unable to do stuff. I'm very thankful that I've been able to get up and get around and do stuff, and I'm glad to be in the 2nd trimester now. Today I am 16 weeks, so I am getting closer to the halfway point. After Thanksgiving, we're gonna find out the gender of baby Tibbs, and we're so excited because with Rayleigh, I don't know if y'all remember, but we went to the 20-week appointment and they just couldn't tell because of the way she was positioned. So by that point, I was like, well, let's just do a surprise. We waited this long, we can do it. And that was really tough, but thankfully all the 0 to 3 month clothes are gender neutral, so no matter what baby Tibbs is, you know, we'll have the, you know, those first few months covered. But I really want to know now what baby Tibbs is gonna be, so drop down in comments what you think baby Tibbs is gonna be. I'm so excited to find out, and we're gonna share it. I'm not sure if we're gonna share the name that we pick out, but we're definitely gonna share if it's a boy or a girl. So we're super excited about that, and yeah, I'm excited about what's coming up. We've got the holidays coming up. We've got a few exciting things coming up that I'll definitely be videoing and sharing, so stick around. And if you're new here, thanks so much for watching this video, and don't forget to follow me, subscribe, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and you want to see more of my content. But I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.